Lots of questions. We're just now, Mark, thank you, getting information to United CEO Scott Kirby, who actually used to be the former president of American Airlines. United now offering a travel waiver for people who don't want to fly this weekend in or out of DCA. A little unusual to see that, usually weather-related incidents for that purpose. We are now joined by Scott Miller, a commercial airline pilot and aviation lecturer at San Jose State University. Thank you for being with us this morning. We obviously are getting a lot of new information in, but what is your initial reaction about the crash?
Well, my initial reaction was both aircraft were operating in visual conditions, meaning the weather was good. The airliner was setting up for a normal landing, approaching the north-south runway, and then on ATC request, to help the traffic flow, was asked to land on the northwest runway. That is a very common procedure. I've done it myself many times. The helicopter was coming down from the north following the Potomac River, and there are published helicopter routes that are used by those pilots in that airspace to help keep the traffic separated. And then at one point, in fact, twice, the controller asked the helicopter if they had seen the jet in sight. They reported that they did based on what the controller's response was. And yet somehow they still ended up coming together. That's obviously the main tragedy here, and that's going to be the main focus of the investigation.
You know, talk a little bit about this airport. DCA is nicknamed the airport with the busiest runway in America. What scrutiny will this be under? Obviously, there's restricted airspace there. There's military aircraft training and flying all around it.
Yeah, pretty much all that you mentioned. They'll be looking at were the procedures used in this case of having an airliner making an arrival, a normal arrival on a normal night, but then the helicopter operating in very close proximity. But again, that's designed in. And with those published helicopter routes, they're going to be looking really closely to see how well those pilots complied with it. The other thing they'll be looking at is the pre-flight planning that the helicopter crew did. Were they aware of the airspace? Were they aware of the routes? Did they plan on using those routes? That's going to get a lot of scrutiny as well.
You know, we haven't had an aviation crash like this in 16 years in this country. We have 45,000 flights a day, I was reading. You know, when you talk about air traffic controllers, they're often talking about how stressed they are, that they're kind of working to the max. Do you think there'll be changes because of this incident?
It'll be interesting to see that. It's a little too early to predict that until we get the root cause and we've really been able to drill down into the details. We pretty much know the what. And the what right now is that in a perfect visual condition, these two aircraft came together. We really need to know the why. To see perhaps if some air traffic control changes need to be made, if this is an airspace specific issue that may be changing procedures in airspace just in the Ronald Reagan Washington National Airspace. Things like that are probably what's going to get looked at.
Okay, Scott, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you. My pleasure.